Hi boys and girls, welcome to Storytime at the Mechanicsville branch of Pamunkey Regional Library. I'm Cindy Hooper, one of the children's programmers, and I'm so glad you've joined us for Storytime today. Today we are going to read about, well, I'm not going to tell you. Look over here. Some of you can read the words, M-A-G-I-C, but if you can't read them, that's okay. You might get a hint from this. What does that look like? Yes, it looks like a magic wand. Today our stories are about magic. And I even have on, you very rarely see me wearing a hat, I have my magician's hat on. I'm going to kind of pretend to be a magician today. We'll do a couple, one or two little magic tricks. But before we do any of that, we're going to start with our hello song. Our hello song is The More We Get Together, and if you know it, you can sing it with me. Here we go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. That was good singing. Now we're going to sing that song again, but we're going to change the words in the song to make them special Storytime words. And there's a place in the song where you get to say, hooray. So even if you don't know the words to sing, that's okay. You still can say hooray with me. On the count of 3, let's practice saying hooray together. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! All right, here we go. It's time to read a story, a story, a story. It's time to read a story. Let's all shout hooray, hooray! 'Cause stories have pictures and rhymes and adventures. It's time to read a story. Let's all shout hooray, hooray! All right, we're ready to start. Our first book today, actually, before I tell you what it's called, when you see a magician, what's a very common thing that a magician will pull out of his hat? I'll give you a hint if you don't know. It's an animal with long ears. That's right, a rabbit. And our first book is called The Magic Rabbit. And this is written by Annette LeBlanc-Cott. The Magic Rabbit. There's our magic rabbit in his magician's hat. In this book, most of the pictures are black and white, but there's a few special things that you'll see that are gold or yellow colored. There's a few on this page. Every page, most pages will have a few things. All right. Ray and Bunny lived together in a tiny apartment in the city. They were business partners. Ray was a magician and Bunny was his loyal assistant. Now let's look at all the things they have in their apartment here. Here's a Houdini poster that says Houdini. He's a famous magician. This says The Amazing Ray. Stuff for the show. All kinds of magic stuff. He's got a lot of stuff in his house. They were also best friends. They did everything together. They did the dishes together. They ate popcorn and watched movies together. And look, Bunny even slept in the bed with Ray. They are good friends. Every Saturday, Ray and Bunny took their magic show downtown. But one Saturday, the sidewalk was a little more crowded than usual. And just as Ray said the magic word, and Bunny was about to leap from the hat in a spray of glittering stars, crash! The scene became a terrible tangle of balls and stars, juggler and magician, hat and... Bunny? Bunny, where are you? Shouted Ray. The hat was empty and Bunny was gone. Now, there's a lot that happened here, so we're going to go back for just a minute. Downtown, he's doing his magic show. This guy is riding a unicycle and juggling, and he's got a little dog balanced on his head. So lots of different people are doing shows here, and that's when they crashed. Do you see Bunny on this page? Yeah, here's Bunny. Look, the little pug is chasing him. Oh no. Meanwhile, the juggler's yipping pug was chasing Bunny down the sidewalk and right into the busy street. Car horns blared, bicycle bells rang, people shouted at the bunny, dodging in and out of traffic. At last, Bunny made it across. Whew, he was safe. But where was Ray? All Bunny could see were legs and feet. Maybe if Bunny followed them, they would lead him back to Ray. The feet led him to a beautiful, cool green park. It was a wonderful place for a little bunny, full of squirrels to frolic with and little bits of pretzel to nibble on, but no Ray. As the sunlight faded away, so did everyone else. Bunny was all alone. Can you guys find Bunny in that picture? He's really small. He's right there in the middle. Bunny wandered along the dark streets, thinking of Ray and wishing that they were sitting down to dinner together right now, at their own little table in the kitchen. All around him, people were hurrying home to their own dinners. No one stopped or even seemed to notice the lost little bunny. Bunny hopped along a little farther, then slipped down a dark alley to rest. He was tired and hungry and missed Ray terribly. A tear rolled down his nose. His nose twitched, and his nose twitched again. Bunny smelled something good to eat. It was, can you see what it is? Yeah, that's right, it was popcorn, his favorite. Bunny got right to business. As he was nibbling, he noticed something shining among the kernels. Glittering stars, lots of them. Bunny followed the path of stars out of the alley, along the street, up a hill, down some stairs, and through the subway station, all the way to, what did he find? His very own hat. Now he's jumped in the hat. The person standing here does not know he's jumped in the hat. This person doesn't know he's jumped in the hat either. Who is this? Yeah, that's Ray, his best friend. So let's see, there's no words on this page, but let's talk about what happens. Ray, look at his face. He's feeling sad because he misses Bunny. He reaches down, picks up his hat, puts it on his head, and then all of a sudden, Ma! There's a bunny on my head! The last train of the night pulled away. Only a magician and his bunny assistant were left on the platform, but two old friends, never mind, walking home together. The end. And there's some more of our gold glittering stars in the sky. All right. I know sometimes it's hard to look at the pictures on a book that's black and white like that, but that artist did a fantastic job with so many details. So I encourage you to watch it again or to check this book out so you can really look at all the wonderful details in the pictures. All right, we're going to do a little magic trick together. Remember I said I was going to try a magic trick. Here we have a magic hat. And we decided, what do magicians usually pull out of their hat? We talked about it at the beginning. A rabbit, that's right. They usually pull a rabbit out of their hat. So we are going to try to do that. Now, I'm going to use my magic wand, and I'm going to say a little poem. And if you want to say it with me, you can. What I'm going to say is, magic, magic, in my hat, I'll pull out a rabbit. And let's see if I can do it. All right, you guys ready? Magic, magic, in my hat, I'll pull out a rabbit. All right, here we go. Ta-da! What? Oh, that's not a rabbit. That's a monkey. Okay, we need to try again. You ready? Let's try this again. Magic, magic, in my hat, I'll pull out a rabbit. Ta-da! No, oh gosh, that's not a rabbit. What's that? That's a stinky skunk. Okay, sometimes tricks don't work the first time or the second time. Let's try again. Magic, magic, in my hat, I'll pull out a rabbit. Oh no! What's that? A squirrel. There must be a rabbit rabbit. No, not rabbit. Magic, magic in my hat. I'll pull out a rabbit. Ta-da! What's that? It could be a rabbit if his ears were a little longer, but it's still not a rabbit. Okay, let's try again. Magic, magic in my hat. I'll pull out a rabbit. Maybe we need to say abracadabra. Let's try that. Say it with me. Ready? Abracadabra! Ta-da! There's our rabbit! I knew he was in there somewhere. Thanks for coming out. No problem. All right, he's going to stay back here, and we're going to read another story. And our next story is a little bit like that trick. Our next story is called Maxwell's Magic Mix-Up, and it's about a magician whose tricks keep going wrong again and again, just like my trick kind of went wrong. This is written by Linda Ashman and illustrated by Reagan Dunnick. It's my sister's 7th birthday. The entertainer calls in sick. Poor Louise is broken-hearted. Better find a backup quick. Call the ghost, the clown, the dragon. Call the circus and the zoo. Only Maxwell the magician isn't booked today at 2. The party starts. Magician enters. Hocus pocus, what a shock. He stumbles through his incantation. That means his magic words. And turns Louise into a rock. Oh no! Louise is the birthday girl, and now she's a rock. Joey grabs the rock and hollers, "Look what's happened to Louise!" Mother thunders at the wizard. "Don't just stand there, fix her, please!" Just as Joey starts to throw her, Maxwell yells a magic word. All at once Louise is falling, still a rock. But Joe's a bird. Oh no. Joey's flying skills are dismal. He swoops and falters in midair. He hits a lampshade, tumbles over, snags a claw in Katie's hair. "Get him off me, Katie," clamors Katie. Maxwell bows and taps his hat. In an instant, Joe's untangled. Too bad Katie's now a cat. Kate the cat is eyeing Joey. Seems to think he's kitty chow. "Katie, no, I say it's Joey." Katie stares and says, "Meow." "Fix these children," yells my father. He chases Max around the room. "Yes, of course," the wizard sputters. And turns my dad into a broom. I can tell my father's angry. For a broom, he looks quite mean. He is sweeping like a demon. I've never seen the floor so clean. My turn, pesters Peter. Turn me into something big." "At your service," Maxwell answers. Blinks an eye. Now Pete's a pig. Pete is charging toward the kitchen, doesn't pause to take a break. He inhales a plate of cookies and eyes Louise's birthday cake. "Not the birthday cake," says Mother. Maxwell spins and waves a hand. The cake is spared. The pig's diverted by a 10-piece marching band. Oh my, these are a lot of mistakes, guys. I give up, the wizard whimpers. It doesn't seem to be my day. He grabs the phone and calls his office. "Please send Alex right away." The band is playing marching music. Dad is sweeping to the beat. Joe is flying high above us. Kate is purring at our feet. Mom is sobbing. Max is pacing. Pete is eating chips and cheese. In the midst of all this chaos sits the birthday rock, Louise. Where is she? Here she is, the birthday rock. The doorbell rings. A child enters. "Who are you?" my mother cries. "I'm here to help my uncle. Call me Al," the boy replies. Maxwell rushes to his nephew, says, "I missed a trick or two." Alex sighs and says, "No kidding. Let me see what I can do." Alex crouches down before us, barely breathing in a trance. Then he orders, "Start the music," and begins a wild dance. He shakes his head and shrugs his shoulders, leaps and lunges, skips and hops, claps his hands and yells, "Reverse it!" In a flash, the music stops. Joe is hanging from a streamer. Dad is propped against the door. Kate is curled up on a bookshelf. Pete is sprawling on the floor. "Back to normal," Al announces. "Oh, thank heaven," Maxwell sighs. They pack their bags and start to exit. "Not so fast," my mother cries. "Quite a show," she tells the duo. "Simply brilliant, splendid, grand. But you missed one tiny detail." Mother reaches out her hand. Remember who that is? Louise, the birthday girl, and she's still a rock. "Not the rock trick, Uncle Maxwell?" Al is gasping. "Is it true?" Maxwell nods. His nephew cringes. "It's the hardest to undo." Alex takes Louise from Mother, sets her down beside the clock. "Time go backward," Alex orders. But Louise remains a rock. "She's a stubborn one," says Alex. "Metamorphic, I suspect." He runs in circles, chanting loudly, but his spell has no effect. Al collapses on the sofa, bows his head as if to doze. Tiny feathers float above him. Tiny feathers floating by him pass right beneath his nose. "There's a tickle in my nostril." Al achooes, a giant sneeze. Achoo! He spills soda on my sister, and the rock becomes Louise. Mother hugs her. Father blubbers, "Oh, you're back, my little pet." But Louise just yawns and mutters, "Is it time for presents yet?" "What a party," say the neighbors. "Great magician, best in town." Still, I think that for my birthday, I would rather have a clown. The end. Why would Louise's brother rather have a clown for his birthday? That's right, because Maxwell the magician made so many mistakes, and he doesn't want to get turned into a pig, or a bird, or a cat, or a broom, or a rock. All right, we're going to do a magic trick, and I think this one might work a little better than our other one, but I'm going to need you guys to help me with it. We're going to use our magic bag, and we're going to use some letters. Now first, and of course we're going to use our magic wand. I want to show you that our magic bag is indeed empty, even in the corner there. Nothing in our magic bag. All right, now, I think we should try to make a car appear in this magic bag. But to do that, first we're going to need to find the letters to spell car. So I have some letters here. And what letters should I look for? You might not be able to see these, but that's okay. What letters should I look for car? It's a tricky one because a K can make that sound and so can a C. For car, we want the letter C. So there's the letter C. We're going to need that one. That's a vowel, so it's a hard letter, but that's an A. I found an A. Oh, look, these are magnets. I forgot. Do those show up there, Miss Carolyn?
They do.
Oh, wonderful. And car, at the end. What letter could that be? That's an R. Very good. And there's an R. So the letters C-A-R spell car. So we're going to take our magic bag. We're going to put in our C, our A, and our R. And we're going to see if we can turn those letters into a car. All right? So first we should probably shake up the bag. And then we probably should spin it around a little bit. And of course, for any magic trick to work, we need to say it with me, Abracadabra. Let's see. I think you guys did it. You turned it into a car. In fact, the letters are gone. And you made it a car. You guys are pretty good magicians. Thank you for your help. All right, we have one. I'm moving these letters out of the way. We'll leave our car there to remind us of how good we are as magicians. We have one magic story left. This is called Pete the Cat and His Magic Sunglasses. This is written by Kimberly and James Dean. And if you enjoy this story, there are lots of books about Pete the Cat, and you might want to check some others out. You might be familiar with some of the others. Pete the Cat and his Pete the Cat loves his white shoes, yes. And Pete the Cat and his groovy buttons, there's a lot of good ones. Pete the Cat did not feel happy. Pete had never, ever, ever been grumpy before. Pete had the blue cat blues. Then, as if things were not bad enough, along came Grumpy Toad. Grumpy Toad was never happy. He always wore a frown. But Grumpy Toad was not grumpy today. He said, "These cool blue magic sunglasses make the blues go away. They help you see things in a whole new way." Pete put on the cool blue magic sunglasses. He looked around. Right on! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling all right. He seems to be in a better mood now. My nose is itching, I'm sorry guys. Pete thanked Grumpy Toad for the cool blue magic sunglasses. He went on his way and soon he saw Squirrel. Squirrel did not look happy. Pete said, "What's wrong, Squirrel?" "I'm so mad, nothing is going my way. I only found one acorn today." Pete said, "Try these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Squirrel put on the cool blue magic sunglasses. He looked all around. Awesome! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling all right. Oh, he's in a better mood now too. Pete said goodbye to Squirrel and continued on his way. Soon he saw his friend Turtle. Turtle did not look happy. "What's wrong, Turtle?" Pete asked. "I'm so frustrated. Nothing's going my way. I'm all upside down today." Pete said, "Try these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Turtle put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and looked all around. Far out. The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling all right. Well, he's in a better mood now too. Pete kept rolling along until he saw Alligator. Alligator did not look happy. "What's wrong, Alligator?" Pete asked. "I'm so sad. Nothing's going my way. No one wants to play with me today." Pete said, "Try these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Alligator put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and looked all around. Rockin'! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling all right. He cheered up too. Pete was rolling along and feeling all right when suddenly he fell back. The cool blue magic sunglasses went crack. Uh-oh, Pete didn't know what to do without those sunglasses. Just then, Pete looked up at the tree. Wise old owl said, "Pete, you don't need magic sunglasses to see things in a new way. Just remember to look for the good in every day." Pete looked around without his sunglasses. Too cool! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, we're feeling all right. The end. Pete learned in that story that it wasn't really the magic sunglasses that were helping him to get in a better mood. He was looking for positive things, looking for things that made him happy. And if you look for them, you'll usually find them. So next time you're kind of in a grumpy mood, look for something good. Maybe go pet your dog for a little bit, or read a book you like. Take a nap, that helps a lot, yep. Talk to your mom or dad. Lots of things you can do help you feel better. Boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this story time on magic. Thank you for your help and for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Let's sing our goodbye song. It has a hooray in it like our hello song did. It's a different song though. All right, but get ready for the hooray. Story time is through today. If you had fun, let's shout hooray. Hooray! Story time is through. Story time is through. Bye-bye, guys.